live on Instagram. Oh, and we are live
Yep.
on Facebook. And good morning, everyone, and welcome to Southern Twist Yarns. My name is Brenda, and I am the owner here.
And I'm Evie, one of the knitting instructors.
I'm just going to say this right up front because I got told last week we were really blurry the last time. Hi, Cecilia. Hopefully this will be, if it's blurry today or we lose connection, this will be our very last time. We will have no more excuses.
Nope.
It'll be
They're
all
coming
user error.
in the morning to fix
Our
it.
fiber is finally getting...
Yay.
Yes, finally we're getting hooked up to fiber. So yay. Right now we're working on like a box. I don't even know what they're called, like a internet air kind of thing. And so if we're blurry on any of our channels or you lose connection, I'm so sorry.
Just pretend like it softens our wrinkles.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it really does.
I know. Made you look great last week. I told Mom, I said, oops, there's Wi-Fi issues. Brenda's all blurry.
I am so tired of it. I cannot tell you. So anyway, it's coming to an end. Yay! Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so let's talk about first what we're wearing.
I know, we met.
So I knew
so
she
cute.
told me what she was wearing, so I kind of color coordinated this time. So mine is easy. Mine is the ranunculus. Been done like 10 million thousand times.
It is.
In every way. I've done two.
Yes.
I would probably do another one if I really found myself bored.
That'll never happen. We have too many projects on our needles already.
I feel like I do this when I go to knit, which one, or crochet. Exactly. Anyway, so I'm wearing ranunculus. The fabric that my knit out of is,
do we have any left? Yeah.
I don't think so, just a very little bit, but,
we got a couple.
Yeah, we have a couple left. Yeah, we do. Different colors. It is a Laine de Nord. And it is a cotton and merino and
silk. Look at these pretty colors.
And so they're degradé. Now, only thing I can tell you is if you love this yarn, and I will tell you, it is fabulous to knit with. It's very lightweight. I am not warm at all, considering it's like 120 degrees outside, or will be.
Probably. It's on its way there.
They're discontinuing this.
I know,
so
makes me sad because I have a beautiful, I'm designing a cardigan using this yarn. Now, obviously, you don't have to use this yarn, but this was what I started it with.
It's so much fun. It's so light. It's so easy.
I know.
But if you want it, come and get it, because once it's gone, and we won't have it back again.
It's sad.
Anyway, so, and then Evie, so anyway, that's what I'm wearing as a ranunculus.
Look what I'm wearing.
Look at that.
It is
so
the fastest, cutest little thing. Oh my God, I had so much fun. My mom was like, okay, I have to see this thing, because she'd watched us, and I showed you, if y'all remember, I came in one day and like in one night I had knitted the front. Okay, so this is called the Easton Pullover. It is the most fun, cutest, simplest, big needles, size 11 needles.
Yay.
Yay. I mean, because my hands were tired, because on Dragonfly and on with Rosie, which I'll talk about in a minute, those are little needles.
Little needles.
Lots of, your hands are doing lots of things. And because I'm insane, I added beads to my Dragonfly, but whatever, my own choice. So I needed something that was fun, easy, quick. And that was this, the Easton Pullover. And where's my little cheat sheet? I don't remember what I did with it. But anyways, super cute. It is on the calendar. It's going to start September 9th. It's going to be 3 Wednesdays in a row, and you will be wearing it. I mean, in truth, you could probably knit the entire thing in a week and a half. But I'm going to give you 3 weeks, and then we're going to be wearing it. But anyways, it is in pieces. So you start at the bottom. You knit up, you're changing colors. I made a few changes to the pattern, but you don't have to, because like the sleeves, I did these fun little, little sleeves with stripes on them just for fun. You don't have to do that. If you look at the pattern online, it's got bigger stripes, but I followed the pattern right here. Brenda will be amazed.
I'm not sure I believe that.
Well, I almost followed the pattern.
I knew it. I knew you didn't.
Almost. But it's
I've
really
never known her to follow a pattern.
It's really hard for me.
I know.
But anyway,
but that just shows she's talented.
I try. But anyway, super fun. So you do the front, you do the back. There's a little bit of short rows. So if you can see that the back is a little bit higher than the front is.
That's what you want.
Yes, absolutely. Then we're going to 3 needle bind off our shoulders. Then we're going to pick up and we're going to knit our sleeves flat. And then, because seaming is very important, I know some people say it's a bad word, but it can make or break a project, and
Oh,
I'm going to teach you
absolutely.
how to do it right.
Yeah, good.
So what we're going to do is we're going to seam either from the bottom up or from here down, so
Cool.
that's just one long seam. And because it's striped, guess what? It makes your hey Jamie, it's going to make seaming even easier because look, I mean, you can't even see
No, that's
because you
cute.
can line up your stripes super easy. So anyways,
So what yarn did you
September.
use?
I use Plume. Oh my God. It's cotton. It's an almost pure cotton.
Bloom was a fun yarn that we got in quite by accident. My rep was in and he showed it to us and we said, well, that looks like fun and interesting because they always have samples of everything knit up. So it doesn't look real impressive in the ball. I will say it does not. It looks kind of flat and fluffy, the colors, but look at how cute
Look how
it
cute it
is.
is. And I'm comfortable because it's mainly cotton. Now, I will say that when I was outside and it feels like 120 degrees
Yeah,
because it is fluffy, I felt warm walking up here.
Yeah.
But once I came inside into the air conditioning, which is where we all live in the South, it was great. But you could do longer sleeves. You could make the body longer. Obviously, I usually make things shorter just because that fits me better for my body shape. But the pattern is supposed to be like a big sweatshirt, comfy and keep you snugly.
Cute. And we are limited on, I mean, we have a lot of this.
Oh, yeah.
But we don't have unlimited color choices.
Correct.
So if you are interested in knitting this, you should come and get your yarn
Especially
quickly.
if you want to use Plume.
And if you don't want to use Plume, what else can you use?
At least two other options. So this is our cotton and merino, and I just pulled
Juniper
3 of the
Mist.
shadows.
Fabulous.
If you wanted this to just be a little bit more elegant, right? Mine is super casual. Blue jeans, and obviously I'm wearing jeans. But this is
That yarn is
so gorgeous. You could make yourself the most elegant little evening top. And like I said, you'll be wearing it in 2 weeks. I mean, it's that quick of a knit. So this is not quite as fluffy or thick as the Plume is. So it'll be the gauge will be a little bit different, but it's still going to be adorable. Look at Wizard.
Oh, we have
Big,
colors of
fluffy
Wizard. Yeah.
Wizard. Wizard is going to be exactly the same gauge as the one I'm wearing right now.
Right.
So this is going to be absolutely perfect on the size 11 needle. This will be a little bit softer, and you could go down on your needle size if you really wanted it to not be holy or something. Easy. I mean, you could even use some of our chunky, what's that chunky stuff down at the end down there? You really, Sarasota.
Yeah.
You could use Sarasota.
So Plume is a Laine du Nord. It is, I'm trying to see it is 85% Mako cotton and 15% nylon,
great.
which you need for that strength.
Yep, you have to have that.
Merino, cotton and merino is 50-50 cotton
Right.
and merino. And then Wizard is, I don't
Fluffy,
remember,
85
superwash and nylon. So it's about the same content as this,
Right.
but it's just big and fluffy. And that's the whole point of this, is that it's big
Exactly.
and fluffy and
Easy.
and quick. So
So this can be, I didn't say this, and that is that this could be your first sweater. If you have never taken a sweater class from me before, you've never knitted a sweater, this can absolutely be your first. And it can even be your first color work. So if you've not done color work, I'm going to teach you how to do color
the
work.
stripe.
Yeah, the
striping is
striping and
fun.
the changing colors in the body, we're going to go over all that. Even though it is simple and easy, there's still plenty to learn if you're a beginning knitter, and I'll be happy to make you happy. Enjoy yourself.
Good. So those are 2 classes that EB taught, or
Right.
1 class EB talked about. We've got your other classes.
Yes.
Your gingham drawstring bag. I talked about this.
You do. Oh, sorry.
I talked about this last week. And this is coming up really quickly.
It is.
right?
It is on the 27th, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to look and see.
Who dies? I'll go up real quickly. Brenda did talk about last week, so I'm not going to spin, but we're going to start out with the Judy's Magic Cast On, which is just like the toe of a sock. Then we're going to switch over, and I'm going to teach you how to do magic loop so that you don't have to use double points. But if you want to use double points, you can. I'm not going to stop you, but that's one of the things I'm going to teach you, magic loop. And then we're going to work into color work. If you have never done color work, then we're going to do something a little bit more basic than the gingham. The gingham is actually, when you're knitting in the round like this, gingham can be a little bit difficult, and I have to admit. But if you've done color work before, you can absolutely do the gingham. I'll teach you all my little tricks. But if you just want to do it because it looks so much fun, we'll do color work that's a little bit more simple. You can use your the patterns. If you bought any of our little
Doodle cards
doodle cards,
or the doodle book.
you can put those on here. Then
So
we're also,
there's lots of fun
lots of things. And then we're going to seam it. And there's going to be a tube at the top. We're going to seam it. And we're going to put an I-cord in. And this feeds right into the trunk show.
Right. So this is the quill press, and we only have one left of these babies. So this is an I-cord maker,
Right.
which is a very, very cool tool.
It really is.
It is not like pick it up and start going.
No,
There
there's
is
a learning
little
curve.
bit of learning curve to
Yes.
it, but you can use this to make I-cord and do so many things. And I talked about this a little bit last
did.
week.
Right.
You can make a long cord and embellish a sweater. I know there are a lot of people that like to put their kids' names on things
Right.
or initials or
Right.
something. You could use that to
Right.
make a big long I-cord and then sew it on.
Yeah.
I mean,
So I'm
put it
going to
on a
teach you how to
bag.
use this too.
Fun,
You
fun, fun.
don't have to have this for the class though. You don't. I'm going to show you how to do I-cord the old-fashioned way
Traditional
as well.
yeah.
But I'm going to also teach you how to use this in the class.
Yeah, and we only have one.
Yep.
So
Do
if
we have any of ours left? Or we sold out of ours?
no, this
too?
is ours. Yeah, this is
Oh,
the last
wow.
one.
Cool.
So if we don't have any of these, and when Evie demonstrates and you want them, it is not a big deal. You know, they are fabulous at Twice Sheared Sheep.
Sign up.
So let's go. We'll go right into the trunk show then. You know,
Right.
we have the Twice Sheared Sheep trunk show going on right now. It's only 3 days left.
Right.
Today, Friday, and Saturday, and Tuesday we pack it up and send it back.
Back.
So they've got some really nice things. As most of you know that we carry a lot of Twice Sheared Sheep, so it was kind of a challenge to get some things in that we don't already have and carry, but they did a fabulous job. Kelsey did a great job getting us something. So
Oh, you explain that one because I actually
Okay.
haven't read about that one
so
yet.
this is a pomalama.
I think the name is hysterical.
Pomalama is used to make a pom-pom.
Not wild.
So it has the directions on the back.
Right.
You can wrap it around the body. You can wrap it around the legs, and you can actually make a pom-pom.
So
If you-
tassels too.
Yeah, and tassels as well. So the
Really
instructions
cute.
are on here for tassels or pom-poms. So it's
Yeah.
really kind of fun. Just in, I don't know, it's cute, kind of fun.
And if you are someone, sorry about the layer here, but it's really a pretty cool idea. So this is the eye grip. When you're putting on safety eyes, if you're making amigurumis, right? And you need to put those safety eyes on, this helps you make sure you're putting them in the right place.
Right.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
I didn't even know there was such a thing.
I didn't either. I was
It's
really,
hard.
I didn't know.
You know, when I've done the eyes, they always end up like this. And you have to move them 100 times. Super
Excuse
cool.
me. So also these are kind of interesting.
Yeah, they are.
I've never seen these. They're called Right Clip and Don't Forget. So these are called Remind Clips,
Mm-hmm.
and they use a special marker. What is it called? Dry erase
Dry erase.
marker. Sorry, brain slow. And you can put these on your projects. You can put these on your project bags.
Yep.
Evie and I were talking
Yeah, we
about
were
this.
brainstorming.
And I thought, you know what, if sometimes you have a project that is taking a little longer time,
Right.
maybe it's color work, maybe it's lots of cables, maybe it's lace, and you say, I've had enough of that today, I'm going to put it away.
Right.
If you took this and put it on your bag and wrote when you stopped,
Right.
then you can remind yourself to get back to
Absolutely.
it. You can, and then they have two sizes, a
Little
small
and
one
big.
and a big one.
Mhm.
So this can actually go on your project as well. Yeah, maybe to
Absolutely.
write down where
Yeah.
you left off in the pattern.
Right.
So
One of
these
the
are kind of
things-
cute.
Yeah. One of the things I thought of, because I have done this many times, is like we talked about, you get tired of a project, you need a break from it. So you want to set it aside, but guess what? You need those size 7 needles.
Oh, right.
So you take your size 7 needles off, or just the tips, whatever, and you write yourself a little note on here and
Where
attach
they're
it
at.
to your project to remind yourself what needles to put back in there. Because also, so I get different gauge depending on if it's a wooden needle
Oh, right. Me too.
versus my carbons versus my chow goos, my likey. I mean, I get a different gauge. So I would write on there, not only would I say size 6, I would also say my chow goo size 6.
That's pretty clever. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's a use for that. This is kind of cool. It's this multi-tool. Oh my
Amazing.
gosh.
The
And I can't,
spout.
do we have one out? We don't have one out.
I think we do. Let me go see. While
Okay.
You talk
Well, I'll talk
it.
about something else. Brenda will bring it back and we'll talk about that in a minute because that is a little bit harder to talk about. But look at their cute bags, okay? So they have, this is the little one. And then they've got some great, and this is the long one. We've had some long ones before, but this one's great, right? Nice and long. Especially if you are someone who used straight needles. This would be great for your whole straight needle. Look at this. Let's go. Let me have it. It's up down here. Look at these cute big bags. Isn't that great?
Okay, so I
Lots of
lied.
good
I took
stuff.
I took it home.
Oh, you took
Mine's
it
at home.
home.
Mine's at home.
Well, girl.
So we'll just open this
Okay,
up.
she's gonna open
So
it.
this is called Stitch Scout. It's a multi-tool. If you are on social media at all, you have to have seen this. This is a
Absolutely.
pretty amazing tool. It has everything. So here you have a needle or crochet gauge.
It does like that.
You have a stitch gauge here, a little tiny stitch gauge here if you're checking. It's like a scout knife.
It really is.
In here you have a place to put stitch markers, and includes a nice little needle. Oop, here we go. See, it's like what are those knives called? A Victoria Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
This is a cutter. And there's a little crochet hook in here. Whoop, there's a needle, there's a magnet, there's a crochet hook in here. And then here, if I can do it, sometimes
That's a tape measure.
tape measure. Oh, I saw we just got wonky. So this is pretty cool. This is like an all-in-one little thing that you can keep all of this stuff in one spot.
Yep.
You don't, oops, I got the needle in the way. It's attacking the, look at that, all in one.
Kind of cool.
Skip. So really kind of a cool little gadgety thing. If you like gadgets like me.
That's right. She does like gadgets.
I do.
Now, I actually would get these. And when you're doing color work, especially if you start doing intarsia, where you have lots of multicolors, and I'm thinking about putting an intarsia project back on the calendar. Someone has
Yeah, I
asked
had
me
people
to
ask
do
about that.
a Florence Sperling pattern. It's called Eslin, or I think that's the one. It will probably be on the calendar next month in case you're interested in learning some intarsia. It's got lots of cute little mini baubles on it. But these are wranglers, right? These are going to wrangle those little bobbins of multicolors that you have hanging off of your project. You just wrap it around this cute little doggy or the kitty cat, and it, like I said, it's a wrangler for all those little bits of yarn that are hanging off your project.
Really?
You could also, if you were one of those people who were saving, like if you wanted to seam your project and you wanted to leave the yarn when you cast on it, you wanted to leave lots of yarn so you could seam it or something. I'm making that up.
Right.
You could wrangle that yarn with one of these little kitty cats or puppy dogs.
Maybe with 3 needle bind off, you
Yeah.
could save that yarn because you always
Save the
have
yarn.
that extra.
Exactly. So these actually, I'm thinking about getting me. I'd probably get me the puppy dog though.
Puppy dog,
I'm
yeah.
allergic to kitty
You're
cats.
a puppy dog person
I'm
anyway.
allergic to kitties.
Let's see. What else? Oh, what about the yarn gator?
Yeah, I haven't used this, but you
So
have.
I have used the yarn gator. I should have brought mine in so I wouldn't be crinkling paper. So I apologize for that. So the yarn gator. That is hard for me to say.
That is funny.
This is clips on your bag, and you can go to Twice Sheared Sheep and see all of their videos. They have them.
They do.
You can go to Twice Sheared Sheep. So you clip this on your bag if you're using more than one color. Like I used it during my dragonfly. I've also used it during my hearthside because I was knitting with 4 colors. I'm a glutton for punishment. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
So this is really nice. It clips onto your bag. Hold your bag open, and you actually run your strands of yarn. I'll get up really close through those holes. And it keeps them from getting tangled. Now, I'm going to tell you, it's not perfect because you're going to buy it and then you're going to say, that didn't work. You have to have your yarn in a specific order in your bag. I will tell you that. But it's really nice because it unhooks, opens up, and you can pull your yarn out. So if you're doing color work, or if you're doing intarsia, or if you're knitting with more than one color at a time, if you're doing a marling like I am with my hearthside, this is a really good tool for that. I really liked it a lot.
Yeah, I didn't get to try it. So the tool I'm getting ready to show you would also be for color work, but if you're only doing 2 colors. And Brenda showed off her cute little
And my
Rosie last week, so I brought mine in with me today, and I'll just kind of put mine on a little bit. You see, there's my Rosie. It's underway.
Yay.
It's so much fun.
It is so much fun.
It really, really is. I'm using cotton and bamboo, and then I'm using some of that fun cotton over there, which is that
Circolo.
Circolo. And that's what my little roses are, the Circolo cotton. So I'm doing cotton and bamboo yarn, just because I'm itchy. Y'all know I'm itchy. But one of their cool little gadgets that they sent us is a yarn tensioning ring, okay? It has a little hole in it. It's adjustable for all different sizes of fingers. It has a little hole in it, which I believe you could use for color work. I have not tried this.
No, we haven't.
It also may help if you are someone who struggles keeping your tension, especially it tends to be people who are using Continental. If you have a little tension issue, that's what this ring is for. You wrap the yarn around the little dragony tail or whatever it is right there. But I think you could also use it for color work
Oh, yeah, I
to
think you
keep
could.
track of, like you could do one color through the ring and have the other color over your finger. And I think it would work.
I'm going to try that.
Yeah. So, but Rosie is on the calendar. And you remember what date? We looked it up. It's in September.
In September, I
11th?
think it's the first Thursday in September,
Yeah.
maybe the second.
Yeah. But
It's on the
Thursday.
calendar,
It's on,
and it is
it
on,
is
a
on the
Thursday,
calendar.
starting at 11 o'clock.
Yes, it is on the calendar.
You're going to learn a lot.
A ton of, yeah. And I've already put like 5 different dates on the calendar because the hardest part of this is the beginning.
It's the very beginning, yeah.
And every week, we're going to meet once a week for at least 2 or 3 weeks in a row just to get you past the hard part and then get you going on the color work.
It is charted, so you do need
Yes.
to know how to read a
have
chart.
to.
So you'll learn how to read that chart properly as
Correct.
well, and
Manage
manage
different
three
charts.
different charts because
That's
it is 3
important.
different charts.
And
yeah.
that's not the only project
Actually,
I've
it's
used.
4 charts because the sleeves have.
Oh, you're
a-
right.
a-
You're right.
a
The
fourth
sleeves
chart.
have another
If
chart.
you put color work
Right.
in your sleeves, you don't
Right.
have to.
Yeah, you don't.
And you can do just one band of color work. You don't have to do both. I mean, it's pretty versatile.
Right.
But just keep in mind too that it's to be worn like a sweatshirt. It's not a
Correct.
form
Yeah, you can see it's
fitting
bigger on me.
sweater. So you're not going to be putting in darts or anything like
Right.
that. You're just going to make this like a sweatshirt.
And I
kind of
just
thing.
thought of a connection. So if you sign up for my gingham drawstring bag class, right, which starts before this class, you will learn how to use magic loop. So you could absolutely use magic loop on your sleeves.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
Once you've taken my first class, then
Yeah.
you take this one and you'll be ready to go.
Be perfect.
You'll be awesome. Well, you're awesome anyway.
Yeah,
so.
I know. So let's see. Did we go over everything? Oh no, the last 2 things. Well, we do have some.
Yeah.
We've used these. We've
Right.
talked about these before.
I
We
use them a
have
lot.
some more snags free row counters. We have some of those. We
Right.
were running low. We have some for bigger sizes. I know
Correct.
there were people looking for bigger sizes, and we
Right.
didn't have those.
Right, we got them now.
They have a new winder, a yarn minder.
different
I can't twist it because it's not flat. There you go.
Yeah. And they have the backups.
Yeah, so they have
where's the
backups
backup
right
at?
here.
Here it is. That's kind of cool.
So these are kind of like pressed. I don't even know what this is called. Pressed wood.
Right.
And mine broke on the end, so I can still use it, but if I try to hang it, it falls apart. So if you need an extra one, or this is a little bit shorter too.
Right.
So we have those, and then our favorite things, and we've been selling these like crazy already.
Yep.
This is one of the best things they've come out with in a long time, and you can't see it. I'm sorry.
You'll have to come in and see it in
too
person.
glary. This is their quick gauge.
Yes.
Somebody has asked me about this, and I said we were getting them in the trunk show. So this is their quick gauge reader, which is amazing.
They really are. And this is a takeoff on it. It is also,
It's in black.
if you can see, it's in black. I'll
hard
put my
to
hand
see.
behind it so you can kind of
it's
see
hard
it.
to see.
But especially for you beginning knitters, right? You're like, well, how do I even count my stitches? Which
Right.
way's up? This cool little quick row gauge has even the arrows, like knit stitches or V's. The purl stitches look like little smiley peas. On the quick row, it has I know, like I said, you can't really see it because of how the lighting is, but this even has the V's showing in the right direction. So when you're trying to count your rows,
You know which
so
way to go.
when you're knitting a sweater, your row gauge is really, really important, especially if it's neck down in the round. You have to know what your row gauge is for your finished product to fit. So think about getting this little bag. Awesome.
Okay, and we are running out of time because we need to open the store.
I have a
Evie
class.
has a class that begins in 5 minutes, and
Yep.
we got a mess to clean up. So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Try to stay cool if you're here in Alabama. It is hot, 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 hot. And we'll look forward to seeing you next week. And hopefully everything will be nice and clear. We won't lose signal. Yay, I'm so
Yay.
excited. You
And
have no idea.
Scarlett says, come in and see what's new and hot.
Yeah,
Awesome. Thank
absolutely.
you, Scarlett.
Okay, everyone, have a wonderful weekend.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you soon.
Oh, one more
Oh.
thing. Don't forget open stitching tomorrow,
Yes.
beginning at 10 a.m.
And we
Come
still have a
in.
few things on the sale rack.
Right. Oh, and their sale rack. Yeah,
Yes.
there's a few things, and they're marked down 50%.
Can't
and,
go wrong.
Yeah, and some of these things will not be back.
No,
So if you want them,
absolutely.
you better come in and get them.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
See you soon.